All right, guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to walk you through a basic understanding of the Ultimaker Cura program. And this is going to be able to get your files from Cura over to your printer. From the last video, we went into TinkerCad and we created this 10 by 10 by 20 millimeter cube with a 2.8 millimeter hole in it. We exported it from TinkerCad to Cura and opened it up in Cura. Now, with trial and error, you're going to have to figure this out, but I know that if I print this out, it's going to be about 4% too small. It's just trial and error. And this is why we made this so small, is that we don't want to waste a lot of time and we don't want to waste a lot of material in printing this item out. A couple things come over here to the left. This is just a basic move tool. If we move this, you can see our numbers are adjusting. Clicking on the item, that also brings up which axis we want to move it on. If we just want to move it on a horizontal or if we want to move it on a vertical, all that stuff. So I'll put this back at 0. Maybe I'll put it back at 0. Yep. 0. All right, we're back in center. The other thing we have here is the scaling. And this is where I do a lot of the adjustment at. Now I've got it back on uniform scaling, but if you wanted to just do these individually, you'd unclick it. And anything you do in here, you can revert. So uniform scaling, and I'm simply going to upsize this to 104, press enter, and you can see that all of our axes have all upgraded to 104. Just clicking right back down the row over here. Whoop, have to select our image. We can rotate. We can adjust it. We can do just pre-shading, or sorry, this has to do with your support overlaps, all those different things, and then your support blocker. The other thing we can do down here on the left-hand side is we can pick what face we want to look at, just for that snap scaling, and then we can also we'll change our name over here. All right. Where the real getting into the weeds comes in at is over here to the top hand right. You can see we have some basic information, what our infill is, what our support, we have support structure on, and then adhesion plate on. Clicking this, we go into our print settings. A lot of this stuff you're going to have to go in and look and see what it does. The nice thing is if you hover over top of some of these things, it will tell you a basic outline of what's going on with it. The things that I concern myself with here, printing temperature, I like to print at a 220 degree Fahrenheit. And then my build plate, I like to have that at about 65 degrees, Celsius. The other thing is you got your speed that you want to print at. I leave it at 50 millimeters per second. And then down here at build adhesion. Build adhesion, this is you're having your brims, your rafts, or nothing at all. And this will help adhere to your bed. And it's a simple picking what you want to do with it. You can see that it actually tells you the different things that it does with the build plate adhesions. If you had dual extraction, you can even go in so far as to edit this list of everything that you want. You can have a basic, advanced, and make all of your own settings in there. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, finishes, textures, but for the gist of it, we're just going to do this. We're going to make sure that we are setting over here at 104% size, our print temperatures to 20, 65, 50 millimeters per second, and we have a brim on. I'll select our image again. I just want to double check that we are at 104. Yep, we're at 104, and that's it. We can hit slice, and brings up our information on our print. You can see where the time is going to go to. This time is usually off by a couple minutes, give or take. It really is what it is. The other thing we can do is if we had a more difficult print, we could go into preview. And you can actually see the layers. Over here to the right, you can drag down and see what layer, at layer 66, that's what we're looking at. All the way down to layer 1. There is a way to actually play this out. I do not remember how to do that. So from here, I will simply just insert my card, save to removable drive, and now we're saved. In the next video, like I said, I'll show you how to actually go in there and hit print on the items. We kind of talked about that a little bit, but we'll go a little bit more into depth and show you what I know. So as always, guys, thanks for watching.